session, we're going to be talking about retrieval practice. Let's first start with what is retrieval practice. So retrieval practice is pulling information out of students' heads to see what do they know about a certain topic. It's allowing that information to help increase learning. So again, we're kind of pulling out, we're examining what do the students know when we're using these retrieval practices. Retrieval practices can be great at the start of a class or the end. It's also really beneficial at the end of a unit, at the end of a topic, or at the end of a lesson. So right here is a choice board of different activities that you could use when it comes to retrieval practice. This first one is a sketch note. So when students sketch note, what they typically are doing is they're watching a video, they're listening to a mini lesson, they're listening to a podcast. At the end of that activity, students can take a template that you have created and they are able to draw or sketch quick doodles on their paper about what information they were able to take in from that video, that podcast, or that mini lesson. So again, great way for students to just quickly jot down what they remember after they watched a quick video, or maybe you conducted a mini lesson. Another idea is using dice. So dice in the classroom with dice debriefs. What students will do is they will roll the dice, and whatever number they get is what activity they will have to do. So for example, if they roll a number 2, they're going to describe a good idea that they heard. If they roll a 1, they're going to name a new thing that they learned today. Every student might roll something different, and based on what they roll is what they can recall and use for their retrieval. The next one is a retrieval wheel. This is a fun one. You can make it a game. So you can have students be on teams, and students will spin the wheel. So once they spin the wheel, there's going to be all these different topics, and this is great for end of the year type of review or end of the quarter review where students have learned multiple different topics, or in a unit you might put multiple different keywords and they'll spin it. Once the students spin it and a topic is chosen, they are going to recite as much information as they can about a topic. You'll just give them a blank piece of paper or whiteboard, and they'll write everything that they can remember about whatever they rolled. Once they have all the information done, the team with the most correct information is the winner. So again, just a fun way to add some gamification into your classroom with the retrieval wheel. Next up is brain dumps. So with brain dumps, students have 30 seconds, 1 minute, and then they can peek and add. So what's going to happen is you'll set a timer. Students will write as much information as they can for 30 seconds. Then students will come back and they're going to write as much information as they can within a minute. Once that timer goes off, students can look at another slide deck and they can get ideas as they peek and add. So they can see, like right here, all of these different facts that this student came up with, and they can come in and add their own information based on what they saw. Like, oh, it might trigger some information that they forgot about. This next one is using sticky notes. So you can use sticky notes, you could use a Jamboard, or you can print this template out. What students will do is they're going to write or draw everything that they can remember from a unit or a topic. They can, again, draw, write, whatever they want to do, but it's just going to be really, really quick. You're trying to get as much information that they have out of their mind to retrieve it and see what do students remember. Then finally, it's using a strategy number mania. So students can create an infographic that involves numbers, involves details and icons to help them organize the information that they just learned. And they are able to make them so that they're visually appealing and organized to help them understand all of the information that they learned from a topic. So these are 6 great ideas that you can use in the classroom for retrieval practice. You could use one, or you could use all of them, and I would just pick and choose which ones your students will enjoy best.